It's about the late night shows, mosh pits and stage dives, memories for the rest of our lives. Through all the shit and all of the noise, we'll be here for each other, us four boys. Keeping it real, breaking the mold, no suffering in silence. More stories told, tough or bold, it ain't weak to speak. Friends forever with hearts of gold. Broken heart to where we were. Some don't have a choice to live their own way. So always remember that we're living for today. Keeping it real, breaking the mold, no suffering in silence. More stories told, tough or bold, it ain't weak to speak. And I hope you'll agree that moving forward is the key. Broken heart to where we were raised. Always embrace this music's in our veins. It's not a phase, more like a whenever. And guess what? It's gonna be this way forever. Broken heart to where we were raised. Always embrace this music's in our veins. It's not a phase, more like a whenever. And guess what? It's gonna be this way forever. The night is over, there's a new day rising. The summer's here, the cold drinks are enticing. Should I grab a Hendrix? Maybe a Tanqueray, maybe a William Trace, or a Jim Murray. Let's get fucked up, let's get on it. It's never too early for a gin and tonic. Let's get fucked up, let's get on it. It's never too early for a gin and tonic. It's never too early, no matter what they say. Because you don't know about the time of day. Or should I grab a Hendrix? Maybe a Tanqueray, maybe a William Trace, or a Jim Murray. Let's get fucked up, let's get on it. It's never too early for a gin and tonic. Let's get fucked up, let's get on it. It's never too early for a gin and tonic. Let's get fucked up, let's get on it. It's never too early for a gin and tonic.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, animals of all ages, welcome to another rendition here tonight at SimSational TV for AK Racing's classic V8 Supercar Series. Round 8 of the championship tonight. And wowee, look at all those cars on the track. We've got 30 odd competitors here tonight. But without further ado, it is a good evening to everyone here, but especially a great evening to the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Munro. Good to have you with me here tonight, son. How are you?
Oh, thank you very much. It is good to be here as always. And I tell you what, I'm rip-roaring and ready to go for a bit of motorsport excitement as opposed to what's been happening all day today. If you've been stuck to the TV, it's been an absolute snore fest, but that is all about to change tonight, Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, snore fest and the wrong man winning and the other man going off into the grass. And oh, geez Louise, you couldn't have wrote any different script than what you wanted, but nonetheless, that's okay, because here, this is where the real racing is. This is where you don't
Yes.
get circus callers calling the action and stating the complete, blatant, obvious every 2 laps and 4 laps late at sometimes. No Ted Kravitz here, just hardcore commentators here tonight, and it's a pleasure to be with you all here. The guys are practicing at the moment, and you can see what is going on there at the top of the list. A quick lap here at Calder Park, ladies and gents. If that's you're thinking, where the hell are we? That's where we are. And Alex McEwen topping the time so far here with Mr. Warwick right behind him, 0.3 of a second, and not even a bee stick between himself and Spewing Newing in third place. Chris, it's going to be a really quick lap here tonight, but are we going to have all the carnage that we're expecting, or will these guys show the Formula One drivers how to race in any condition?
Yeah, I think maybe a bit of column A and a bit of column B, but here in the Simland, it's always nice and blue sky, so they've got that up their sleeve, I suppose. They don't have the added difficulty of the conditions out there. It's a beautiful day at Calder Park, but I tell you what, this track does bring excellent racing. It's one of those that's a little bit on the skinny side as far as how many of these V8 supercars you can fit in a row across the track. Sub 1 minute laps, which means there's going to be a constant flow of either blue flaggage or just nose to tail racing here tonight, and I am looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, cannot wait. And with a circuit as fast, dart, left, right, upside down, over a crest, into a chicane, Calder Park's going to bring all the action here tonight here at SimSational TV. Nonetheless, great to have all of our viewers here with us tonight as the clock ticks down for practice. Good evening to Ron, Clint and Colin. They're in the chat so far. Everyone else, get involved into the chat. We're going to be on there tonight, that's for sure. Great discussions, great predictions coming our way. And with some quick drivers out there at the moment, it is Colin Warwick, who is right out in front. He, oh no, he's not. He was first, and Alex McEwen has exited the service. So Spewing Newing and him really close on the timing tower, but that all means nothing, because when you come up to racing, you got to get somewhere further up the grid, and that's what qualifying is about, ladies and gentlemen. With all these drivers getting ready and prepped, their minds are starting to think about it, and Fergo's just thinking about the old Fast and Furious movie, Tokyo Drift there, coming into it, but they're getting prepped and ready for these qualifying laps coming our way very shortly. So I reckon, Christopher Munro, it's about time that time has ticked down. These boys are ready to rock and roll. How about we get into some?
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Do not turn off your sets or adjust your dials. You've got time for a quick piss, and then it's back into qualifying. So let's get underway, ladies and gents. We're going to kick this night off now with qualifying just coming up in a short minute or two.
Holy dooly, we are all over it here, ladies and gents. That is the biggest track map I've ever seen in my life. Let me get that sorted. Holy mackerel indeed. I'm not sure what has happened there, but we're at Calder Park. I'm just going to try and fix this in 1 second. I cannot see it on the screen. Here it is. Unlock that. Let's get it back down to where it should be. As you see, absolutely nothing. There we go. We're getting it there, ladies and gents. Holy man, didn't do that the first time. Calder Park is where we're at, round 8 of the championship. And boy, oh boy, in the fair dinkum department, have we got something to behold here, ladies and gents. 10 turns here at Calder Park, 2.2 kilometres coming your way of racing action around this circuit. But first of all, it's qualifying, 15 minutes of hardcore racing. That is going to be 15 laps, ladies and gents, so no excuses here tonight. I'll give you the hot tip between these two drivers and competitors in the championship. Jason McFadden and Alex McEwen are there, but we'll get to them in a second. 22-minute race laps, as well as a reverse top 15 for race 3 coming your way. Two classes coming your way, and it's in red and blue, but I'll tell you what, there's more models than you can pick out at the runway at down at, I guess, the Cairns Film Festival. We've got Ford AUs, we've got ELs, and then we've got Holden VS and a VX Commodore in the lap record in a Group C car, Christopher Munro, in a 52.69. That is a Le Mans car, the Viscanda C1. That is humming around here, that's for sure, as we await here for the server to kindly tick over and get on board and involved for qualifying. We'll have a little bit of a wait here, Christopher Munro, so that means we have got plenty of Scheisenhausen to talk about in between.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're new to the channel, we are specialists in talking about Scheisenhausen.
Yes.
So without further ado, Alex McEwen out there, first lining up out of the gates. And who's behind him there? Colin Warwick, looking pretty good in practice. We might see a bit of a dark horse in this tonight's racing.
Well, yeah, qualifying is one of those places where you get that all that thing sorted and ready to rock and roll, as we can see them all just starting to queue up now for the qualifying to start. 15 minutes coming, so we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds between now and Alex McEwen being the first man on the queue, Christopher, ready to rock and roll. And look who is behind him. We have got Nick Mallow there, back on the circuit, and competitor there too with one of the Rangiart cars, and I can't see who that is behind him on the circuit in Alex McEwen right next to Nick Mallow, but geez, they're all queued up and ready to rock and roll. Jake Buttigieg is going to be on fire here, and before these guys tick over, let's just check where the standings are as these guys get up. Jason McFadden is your man here, first in the championship, Christopher Munro. James Bullock is in second place with Husey, Mallow and Matthias Falzon, all very close there on points, and even Igmanis in sixth.
Yeah, you can see that sort of mid-pack there around the 500 mark. That could all get jumbled up tonight. Jason McFadden, though, sitting pretty out in front, has just been stringing together consistent placings, consistent podiums, and that's how you build a championship-winning campaign, ladies and gentlemen. And he's out there for Rangiart boy, Rangiart car number 1. There he is, Jason McFadden out in front. But after the top 5, we've got Curtis Egmanis, Dean Hanley, Andre Elliott, William Bullock up there in 9th position. Dean Hanley round out your top 10. Following that, we got Kirk, Nielsen, Grant, McEwen, who is on fire and moving up the order, ladies and gentlemen. Keep an eye out for him. Still 5 rounds to go. Rick Banachek behind him. Jake Buttigieg, also one to watch out for. Ryan Nielsen coming good at the end of the season. Thomas Wilson hasn't been sighted for a few weeks, so maybe we'll get to see him out on track tonight. Hopefully, Alan Nielsen after him and Brandon Pierce round out your top 20 as the cars get out on track for qualifying.
Yeah, biggest mover and shaker out of that top 20 standings is Nick Mallow, all the way up into 4th. He was in 14th last round, so he had an absolute field day last event. But nonetheless, the field day is just about to kick off here, ladies and gents, warming up those tyres and getting phased in for qualifying, and Alex McEwen is leading the pack. He doesn't need sponsors. He doesn't need anything, in fact. I just heard he's got MasterCard as his sponsor, but unbeknownst to us, it is unlimited on the credit limit there for Alex McEwen, so he is ready to go, and it shows there right there at that point of knot for Alex McEwen. He's ready to go for qualifying. Got to get your predictions in the chat, ladies and gents. Give us something. Who's going to be on top here? And who's going to come second and third? Give us your predictions in the chat as well. And it's no better place right now, Christopher Munro, than your good self to call us around a hot lap here in qualifying with Alex McEwen.
A beautiful circuit here down in Victoria. It's Calder Park, ladies and gentlemen, onto the drag strip straight. 1.6 kilometres of straight racetrack now, looking for that braking marker on the left. And he gets on the brakes heavily down into turn 1. You can choose to go a little bit wider here and maybe double apex it, but Alex McEwen just chooses the inside run into turn 2 here. Be careful of those tyre barriers because they hurt if you hit them, so we might see a bit of that during the race. Over the crest through this little chicane here at 4.5. That's flat to the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Trust the suspension, trust the car. And now try and spot out that 200-metre braking board because you're braking somewhere between that and the 100 here for turn 6. A few overtakes to be had down here as well. But at left, right, left again. Back onto the final turn, or the final 2 turns here. This is turn 9, and then this little kink is turn 10. Very patient on the throttle before you get that traction and shoot your way back down the drag strip for a sub 1 minute lap. Alex McEwen crosses the line now for 59 dead. Let's see who can knock him off this time around. Nick Mello up to second.
Yeah, great stuff. Very close there in the mid-pack. You see Nick Mello, Warwick and Fitness all within a tenth of each other, and Captain Kirk. Wow, geez, it's close there for the top 5, realistically, if you put it all into sundry. The times are tumbling as well. Andrew Ferguson up into 6th place at the moment. Great stuff from him. He's driving the wheels off that EL Falcon and loving every moment of it here tonight. And Will Bullock just goes bang into 7th place there on the timing towers too. So the times are starting to crumble as they get their first banker lap in. A long qualifying session here for these guys. Easily 15 laps for them to get out, but the tyres won't last that long, I don't think, in their peak. Just before they get out on those soft tyres, they're going to have to come in about the 4-minute mark, I reckon, and go for a quick fire lap dash and refuel, ready to go on it. And you can see people are racing already in front. Nick Mello's just pitted it, and that was Fabian Fitness right up his clacker. Now it's going to be on here. We've got a lot of fans for Fabian Fitness in the chat. Goff and Marshall also cheering him on here. I don't know whether it's legitimate or not, but Fitness into 4th place, still 7/10 away from anything. Now he's even been pipped. He's in 5th. Luke Newing's gone through and gone bang with a 59.415, albeit still over half a second away from Alex McEwen. Just done a 58.778. If you don't mind, straight into the 58s he goes, and we'll see the rest of the pack go through at the moment. Dean Hanley for the SDT. Mob is literally driving the wheels off this car at the moment, onto the grass, onto the circuit, back on again, and he is going to be on like Donkey Kong in the Gen 3s. Don't you worry about that. The school of Zed O'Reilly is hot on his collar. He's learnt how to drive a Gen 3 and he's flying through the ranks here, but nonetheless doing well here in 14th. Got to get a bit further up the grid to find out where his teammates are, and that is one of them in Andre Elliott in 9th place with Jason McFadden in 6th.
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, we've got Dean Hanley in the School of Gen 3 driving skills. If you can drive a V8 supercar, especially these modern ones, you can drive any car in the sim world because there are no aids, no driver aids, no ABS, no, what's the other thing? The traction control. Oh, God, what a dirty word to say in sim racing. But that's why we leave these cars to the purists, ladies and gentlemen, as we see Fabian Fitness just coming up on the back of Will Kirk now. That's just going to hurt his lap time there. He's looking pretty good in the first sector, although he has just recorded a yellow sector there, so he's getting held up just a little bit here by Will Kirk, but the standings remain. Alex McEwen is just slowly turning the screws out there in front of 58.6 currently. 4/10 behind is Colin Warwick up there. This is the first time we've seen that name up there in the top 3 for qualifying this season, so perfect time to, I guess, come good in the season is the back end of the season. He just crosses the line now with a 58.9, so only 3/10 or 2 and a bit tenths behind now. Will Kirk firing himself up into the top 5 as well. Fabian Fitness behind him following through, and Andre Elliott rounding out your top 5 tonight so far.
Oh, goodness gracious me. The Assetto Corsa has just died in the rectum on me. And we are going to have to come back here, ladies and gentlemen. It's crashed on me. It's a CSP issue. Christopher Munro, you can keep calling the action.
We'll let Zach O'Reilly sort that out in the meantime. everyone just close your eyes and we're going to go to the SimSational Theatre of the Mind, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to describe what we're seeing out on track. Currently, we're following Alex McEwen around as he gets really sideways through the final turn, just trying to get the traction down in those that VS Commodore. And he does, but in a stylish manner. He goes quicker than his own time, only by 300ths, mind you. So he has just pretty much found the edge of the grip limit there and is pushing it 10th by 10th up currently. Colin Warwick still sitting in second, with Nick Mello joining Will Kirk there on the second row. Fabian Fitness currently in fifth, with Andre Elliott down there in sixth. Luke Newing was quick, but he has just been pipped by James Bullock, who is sitting second in the championship so far. So he is flying, and it looks like we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with vision here. James Bullock outbraking himself into turn one.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable stuff. Just sets a quick lap for his own and sends it into the bin on the first turn. But nonetheless, Speary Newing, however, really has got to turn the screws on here tonight. That is for sure, because he was quick in the practice session just then, and not finding the pace here at the moment. But hopefully he hasn't brought any buckets, because I don't think he wants any. And look at this, a race down the front straightaway here with McFadden, Hughesy, and I can't see who that is in the background, but McFadden getting all screwy with Fabian Fitness right behind, and the pressure is on here in qualifying. They're racing, ladies and gentlemen. It's Newing versus McFadden, and versus bloody Fabian Fitness. This is all happening here. Jeez Louise, Alex McEwen's just skipping off. He's done a better time as well. He's gone from a 58.7 to a 58.6 in the meantime. And watching these guys battle at the back, that's not how you go qualifying, boys. You've got to get a bit of clean space and free air to make sure you are right up there. Nonetheless, Buttigieg is definitely not up where he should be. He's definitely one of the quicker drivers on the circuit, that is for sure. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens. We've got 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in qualifying, and look at the suck here he's getting now, and he's just pulled out. He tried to get a little bit of a run there to maybe increase his time for a 59.5 as he crossed the line, but not happening for Buttigieg at this point in time. What is Fabian Fitness doing now? He is about to start his first flying lap here too. The timing tower on our screen not keeping up with the live sort of stuff at the moment, but it is still Alex McEwen, Colin Warwick, and Luke Newing taking up your top three here. Nick Mallow not even far off, and bang, he just said it straight away. I'll switch that position into P3 from Luke Newing with a 59 basically dead there, 0.4 of a second away from the ever-advancing Alex McEwen, just clawing his way back through this championship at the moment, Christopher Munro. It's a sight to bloody behold.
Yeah, he's gone from DNQ, boys, so he used to just not qualify. Now he just sat out the first couple of rounds and is playing catch-up, as we see on the screen here. Fabian Fitness going purple in the first sector, but that lock-up there through 6 and 7 is not going to help his cause at all. So we're just going to see now the final two turns. Can Fabian just keep this AU Falcon together and straight for this final little run to the finish line here? I think he might be on for an improvement still, ladies and gentlemen. He's sitting sixth currently. Goes across the line for improvement.
No improvement. I think you got a track cut.
Goes up.
Yeah, the dock goes straight up, bang, into 59 dead territory as well. Look at the gap there between the rest of them. Nick Mellow's crossed the line and done it as well. He's even gone better in that. So 59.028 versus a 59.066 for third and fourth. That is as close as you want to be. Fitness getting right out of the way of everyone in the background there too. I'll tell you what, we haven't called this man much. Bananarama is back and racing tonight in the Hell Yeah Cooper's livery, with the racing with Rabs as well on the back of him. Let's see if we can get that looking up. There is the man himself, Ray Rabs Rowan, dead set, ready to go with the fielding department tonight. He is dead set, got it sideways, as he would say. The man, the myth, the legend. We haven't seen him for a while, but nonetheless, he will be back shortly. I can guarantee you. He needs a bit of a break. He's a little bit underdone here at the moment.
Yeah, he's been banned from a few circuits actually, because of a bit of alcohol-related behavioural issues.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what I did. I was down in the paddock earlier on, and I saw a man who suspiciously looked a lot like Rabs, but he had a pair of glasses, a funny nose, and a little mustache on. So he must have let that one slip through the cracks, or at least the security guards have here at Calder Park. So there's a menace out there on the grounds now, hunting down a fresh cold beer, as we see Buttigieg just going very wide into turn 3. Is he might be a little bit undercooked here tonight, ladies and gents.
Yeah, just a little bit. We just saw him. He was up by half a tenth on his personal best, but oversteer up the hill on exit definitely did not help his chances. Luke Ewing here is on a lap. He's doing a 59.340 into 5th place he goes. So another good drive here from Spewing. He's getting